Where are those people? Where were only your party workers came out and indulged in a bit of stone pelting? Where was the hundreds of thousands of people? Don't you understand, Mr. Bhatia, that the people who you claim you are fighting for have seen through what you are doing? And today, all that you've got is a little bit of an ego boost for your blundering minister. Sure, I'll come to you. You want to respond? RK Misra after Arun Bhatia. Yeah. Where were the people? Why did the people not come?
Yes, sir. You know, sir, again, why do we analyze that way? We've said this before the election also, that there are only 5,000 people. Oh, it's dwindled down to 2,000. Anna Hazare ke liye 500 log aaye. And we kept saying, I mean, the Aam Aadmi Party kept saying, don't count numbers on the ground. The support is in people's hearts. They are against the system. They are against corruption. Therefore, that's where the support is.
Count them on the television. Don't count them on the ground. Those who live by the television die by the television ultimately. And now this retreat, the tactical retreat, was only because you all showed them the mirror. That is what it was.
My question is simply this, that Arvind Kejriwal said, I will carry on indefinitely. I will fill up Rajpath with lakhs of people. Where were the people? Where were the people? Don't shoot off the shoulders of the people. Arnab. 1 second. Let's get in RK Misra. RK Misra, yes, I'm sorry to come to you late. 1 second.
No problem.
RK
Arnab.
Misra, Harish Salve.
I think you have come.
Line. Harish Salve, before that, RK Misra.
Yeah. Arnab, I think you just got me at the right time. And I'm very sad. Yesterday, Hartosh was there on your show. And he was very vehemently defending that he's working for Aam Aadmi. And today, same Aam Aadmi was being beaten up because of the president of the party has invited them. First, he said only 6 people. I think this should serve a very important message to Arvind Kejriwal, because it had started really worrying people like us who are trying to do clean politics through new generation political parties. And we were looking at AAP as, because of the AAP, we will get credibility that we can win. But what was happening, I cannot tell you how many calls I got today, how many television stations called me. RK, is this the kind of new generation politics you guys are going to do? Now, if Arvind Kejriwal does it, it doesn't mean that all new generation political parties are going to do it. Because he is doing the street justice, which is not we are looking for. Street justice has been done by many parties. CPM did in West Bengal. And this is something which I think Arvind got his lesson. And if he is,
sir, this is,
I mean, good leader, I should say what Gandhiji did after Chauri Chaura.
What did we get? What did Arvind Kejriwal achieve? Mr. RK Misra, I want to go to Harish Salve. Let's
go ahead. Let Harish say, because Harish also
with your permission, only with your permission, because he's holding on the phone line. I'm going to come back to you. Harish Salve, good evening.
Good evening.
Sure.
No, you see, Harish Salve, what was achieved? Just that 2 policemen who seemed to upset a mantri have gone on leave for a couple of days. There is no control over the Delhi police. There is nothing achieved for the safety of women, which they were talking about. There is nothing about statehood of Delhi. There is nothing about bringing the Delhi police under the Delhi government. All that has been achieved is that 2 policemen who upset Arvind Kejriwal's favourite mantri have gone on leave for a couple of days. So, Mr. Salve, besides assuaging a mantri's inflated ego, what has been achieved?
Arnab, there was nothing, first of all, with the mantri achieved by his midnight picadillos, which he could not have achieved. In fact, he could have achieved a lot more sitting in his office exercising power as a mantri. And I'm sorry to say, there seem to be a lot of people who are saying nothing happens, nothing happens. The courts and the procedures are there, and if the ministers are going to spread the message that the system doesn't work, then A, they are wrong, and B, it's a wrong message to spread. Secondly, what has happened today is very clear. Somebody threw a tantrum only to say that if you don't listen to me, I will choke you up. And it's like a kid who wanted a whole chocolate bar and he's got half a toffee. And he says, well, at least I've got something to eat. So I have only one thing to say, and I think they would do well to remind themselves of the very old saying that you can fool all the people for some time and you can fool some people for all the time, but you can't fool all the people for all the time. So I think
Well,
they
Harish
need to
Salve,
now-
thanks very much for your comments. Let's go back to the political debate. Kavita Krishnan wants to make a point. Before that, Kavita, there's a larger danger here for the Aam Aadmi Party, isn't there? And for the Sanjay Jha too. Because what people will now say, Sanjay Jha, is that it has been proven, Hartosh, let's go back to you on that, that it has been proven that there is an umbilical cord link between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. Because there is one person who offers a face saver.
That is true.
And there's another person who clutches on desperately to the face saver. The person offering this face saver is the Congress.
They are
the
hand
person
in glove.
desperately clutching on to the face saver,
They are broom in the
agreeing
hand
to a climb
of
down,
Congress.
is the Aam Aadmi Party. Hartosh?
Arnab, give me a
No, one
There
second.
is a huge
Hartosh
problem in
get
it.
you in, Sanjay.
In some senses, Sanjay Jha, let me have a word,
Congress
then you can have your turn.
Party just has
You know
supported his
that we
government
needed to,
from the outside. I don't
Sanjay,
know.
it would be
I don't
good
know
if you
who's
listen.
supposed to answer that.
When your turn comes, you can take your turn to speak, Sanjay.
I thought the question was asked
Look,
to me.
clearly, Arnab,
Sanjay is
there
worried
is
about the exposition of the
there is a
umbilical
connection
cord.
here.
Now the umbilical cord is seen, so Sanjay is very worried.
Much through the day.
1 second. Hartosh, can please complete his comment, please. Let Hartosh complete.
Through the day, obviously, there were clear indications there was a to and fro. I think clearly, sometime during the course of the day, both sides had realized that they needed to diffuse this as quickly as possible. One, of course, was that nobody wanted a fracas near Republic Day, but the second was that it is in the interest of both parties to take away something from this without completely dissolving the relationship, because then both will be held answerable for the kind of nonsense we witnessed in Delhi for the past few days. So clearly, there was a coordinated set of steps to diffuse this crisis in what is, I can only call it farcical manner today.
Yes, Sanjay Jha. The umbilical cord link between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party
Stands exposed.
No, is the only. What else is the explanation, Sanjay? What else is the explanation? You have saved them
let me
from
express
continuing
myself.
with a
Let me tell
situation
you-
so disastrous for them that they were losing all their support. And they have saved you from an embarrassing situation where you would be accused of being unable to control the levers of power at the center. Both of you have come and saved each other. I mean, come on, Sanjay.
Well,
This is a symbiotic relationship, isn't it? Mutually convenient on both sides.
okay, let me tell you, honestly, this absolute border dash is rubbish. Hartosh Bal is free to, come up with his own conspiracy theories. But the truth is, and this, let me repeat to you in all honesty, that there is absolutely no question of having any kind of an understanding of sorts with a party who's actually politically hurt us in Delhi. And in fact, if you look at the arrogance and hubris with
Sanjay,
which
please come on.
Arvind
This is-
Kejriwal
Sanjay,
speaks, a lot of
supporting them,
powerful
Sanjay.
Congress party leaders are extremely upset
Sanjay,
with the
please
kind
be
of
truthful.
language, with the tone and the tenor that Kejriwal employs. I don't know who's speaking in the middle. Let me just wrap up. I won't take too long. The point I'm trying to make here is, and let me
That's
put
what
this on
Arvind
record.
Kejriwal and
If
Hartosh
Mr.
Singh Bal both
Kejriwal
want
is
to rebut
claiming
you.
victory,
No, but in spite
if
of
Mr.
all this, why are they
if-
not unplugging the
Okay,
connections with them?
give me a minute to
In spite of
finish.
all the bad
If Mr.
language used
Kejriwal
Sanjay,
wins
against your
victory,
ministers, why you
let me tell you
continue
the
to support
truth.
them?
Let me
Sanjay,
tell you the
please.
truth.
Sanjay, please.
Just let me
Sanjay,
finish
please.
in 30 seconds.
Sanjay.
Give me 30 seconds.
Sanjay, you're getting a rebut from R.K. Mishra of the Navbharat Democratic Party. I allow it. R.K. Mishra is rebutting you. Sanjay will come back to you. I allow the rebut in a moment.
Ministerial inquiry.
listen.
The SHs
Sanjay,
go on
I'm
very
not
begging.
begging.
So there is no
Your
victory from
government is
Mr.
begging.
Kejriwal at all.
No. Sanjay,
I'm
your
letting R.K.
government
Mishra
has been begging Arvind Kejriwal, please do this, please do that. Arvind Kejriwal exists as Delhi Chief Minister because of your 8 MLAs. And I have spoken to a lot of people in your party, and I tell you, very, very high people. Half of your party wants him there, half of your party doesn't want. One section aligned to some leaders want it. Now you guys are in dilemma. He is there at your behest. Now if he is going to create something like this, I can tell you this, that you got to be careful what you're trying to do. Maybe you're trying to stop maybe some other party using AAP. But what is happening in the process, AAP is also getting hurt. I am worried about not Congress. I am worried about AAP as a new generation party, which is now being seen as the broom in the hands of the Congress. Now this is the problem. I have no interest in Congress. I have no interest in BJP. I have interest in new generation political parties who are for clean politics, transparent democracy. And this democracy between Congress and AAP is absolutely not transparent. Absolutely not ethical.
challenge Kavita Krishnan.
This is
wants
what
to
our
come
worry
in and
and
I
this
have
is
a
what this
question
country
after
wants.
that. My question really is,
Mr.
my question will be more on the
Mr.
lines
Misra,
that
can
if
I
anybody
respond
makes
to him
some-
quickly?
If anybody
Arnab,
breaks the
just give
law,
me 20
is the law
seconds.
equal for all? If anybody breaks the law, is the law equal for all is my question. But before that, Kavita Krishnan with an
I want to say
intervention.
something about this business
Kavita
about new
Krishnan.
politics.
Yeah.
I want to make this point about new politics.
You can make it directly, yes.
See, the new politics, this business is that, what is new about a politics which is unwilling to introspect, which is completely arrogant to any kind of criticism by genuine people working on the ground who are saying that, look, it is absolutely, Somnath Bharti talks about naked dance by foreigners and says people who do naked dance and who are vulgar will be thrown out of the country. Ask any international anti-racist campaigner, is this racism or is it not? They will tell you what it is. And yet this party, let me tell you one thing, that intellectuals and very sensible and sane persons who have associated themselves with the Aam Aadmi Party are personally telling us, and they are personally telling other friends, that internally there's a lot of debate and that we are challenging it about Somnath Bharti, but in public we are defending it. My point is, didn't we see all this happen when Singur Nandigram happened? What is new about this precisely? I don't really see what is new about this kind of politics. The potential for the new is going to achieve any fruit only if you're going to actually concentrate, if you're going to be honest with issues, and if you're going to concentrate. I want to ask two simple things here. This manifesto that we presented has
I'll come back to the manifesto. No,
I'll come back to that.
Let's remain focused. Today the test of political independence is if equal action is taken against all. You agree with me, Arun Bhatia? I'm asking you today, equal action should be taken against all.
Yeah.
You agree with me? A policeman breaks the law, or a chief minister breaks the law. 1 minute. A policeman breaks the law,
yes,
an IAS officer breaks the law, or a politician or a chief minister breaks the law. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me, Arun Bhatia? The law should be applied equally to others.
Let me answer. Very simple answer to that, sir. Yes. Nobody has said that Kejriwal is above the law. Nobody said that. Nor is he, nor his followers said that.
All right.
But these two things.
Then I'd like to ask him something directly. I'd like to ask you directly. I'd like to ask you.
Me?
Why Somnath Bharti? I say Arvind Kejriwal. Why Somnath Bharti? I ask you tonight. Arvind Kejriwal tells policemen, go on mass leave and join my protest. Right? Okay? Now a couple of cops going on leave for other reasons leads to him calling off his protest. Kejriwal has broken the law by trying to incite policemen to take leave to join a political protest. You consider Arun Bhatia, and I'm challenging you
scary.
You consider what Section 3 of the Policemen Incite to Disaffection Act 1922 says, that whoever intentionally causes or attempts to cause or does any act which he knows is likely to cause disaffection towards the government established by law may, etc., be punished with imprisonment.
It's against the conduct rules. Yes.
Or both. I am asking you. I am asking you, Arun Bhatia.
100%.
Should the law of trying to create, of inciting policemen be applied to Arun Kejriwal or not? Should it or should it not?
Yes, sir, I agree with you. Yes, sir, I agree with you. It is against the conduct rules for a government servant to engage in political activity. 100% right. All I'm trying to say is
it should be used against
sometimes things are... Let me say it, sir.
So you are saying it should be used against him.
These are wrong things. These are... Sorry, sir?
Arun ji,
these are wrong things that he
supporter of Navbharat.
Therefore, sir, don't have to call me sir. My question is very simple. My question is simple. If Arvind Kejriwal breaks the rule by trying to incite policemen, who will apply the law against him? Sushil Kumar Shinde? Who will apply the law against him?
Nobody.
Who?
A private complaint can be given the government.
He Chief Minister of Delhi. Both तय करेंगे.
No, anybody can go to a law court. Anybody can file Anybody can file an FIR against any minister.
Arunji,
Manisha,
एक मिनट आप सुन
No, I'm on a...
I'm not defending.
He says...
One minute.
No, Mr. Bhatia,
Mr. Bhatia. I am not
Mr. Bhatia,
I'm not defending the wrong statement.
Mr. Bhatia, I am not saying...
I'm not defending
one second,
the wrong
Mr. Bhatia.
आप बात नहीं करने देते साहब.
Mr. Bhatia, suppose I say, one second, Mr. Bhatia, I am not saying today the people... Mr. Bhatia, understand the hypocrisy of this argument. I am not saying you have troubled people. I am not saying because of you metros have been closed down. I am not saying that because of you, there has been violence.